To buy these books, you can go to www.cengage.co.in, or you can also find the links in the video description given below.
We will now talk about the hormonal control of digestion. So now let's see what are the various type of hormones which are released from the various digestive parts and what is their role. So all the hormones are arranged in this tabular manner and we are going to discuss this table in detail. So the very first hormone that we are going to talk is gastrin. This hormone is released from the pyloric part of the stomach, and this hormone is released by the G cells. The G cells which are present in the gastric glands, those G cells are they are releasing this hormone that is known as the gastrin. And what is the target organ? That is where this hormone is going to target. This hormone is going to target the stomach itself. What it is going to do over there? In the stomach, it is going to stimulate the gastric glands to secrete as well as release the gastric juice. So the gastric juice, that is the HCl, that is the various type of enzymes, those are going to be released under the influence of this particular hormone, that is the gastrin. Along with this, the second function that it is doing is it is going to stimulate the gastric motility. It is going to help in the mobility of the stomach. So this was about the first hormone, that is gastrin. Now the second hormone. The second hormone is enterogastron, also known as gastric inhibitory peptide, also known as GIP. So as the name says gastric, it is also associated with the functioning of stomach, but it is released from the duodenum. And where is the target organ? The target organ is, that is, it is targeting the stomach. And as you see, the name is inhibitory. So what it is going to do? It is going to inhibit the gastric secretions as well as the contractility, that is the motility of the stomach. So we can say that it is playing an antagonistic role to what gastrin is doing. Gastrin was increasing the secretion of gastric juices as well as the gastric motility. Whereas this hormone, that is GIP, gastric inhibitory peptide, also known as enterogastron, it is going to suppress the release. It is going to act as an antagonistic hormone. Then the second hormone is secretin hormone. This was the first hormone that was discovered by scientists. And from where is it released? From the duodenum itself. This hormone, it goes and acts in three different areas. It acts on pancreas, it acts on liver as well as on the stomach. So now let's see what it is doing in various parts. In the pancreas, it is going to cause the release of the bicarbonates in the pancreatic juice. So the release of bicarbonate ion, the release of bicarbonates is facilitated by this particular hormone, that is secretin. Then the liver, in the liver it increases the secretion of bile, and in the case of stomach it again decreases the gastric secretion as well as motility. Now that the food has reached inside the small intestine, it is at that particular time that this hormone is actually released and it is functioning. So that is the other reason, is that it is going to decrease the gastric secretion and motility. Why? Because the food is now no more present inside the stomach. It has entered in the duodenal portion of the small intestine. Now let's talk about the next hormone. The next hormone is cholecystokinin pancreozymin. It is also known as CCK, which stands for cholecystokinin, and PZ stands for pancreozymin. Now this hormone is also released from small intestine and it is functioning, it is targeting the gallbladder as well as pancreas. From the name itself we can come to know, from the pancreozymin we can come to know that it is going to act on pancreas. And from the word chole we can come to know that it is going to act on the gallbladder. Now what it is doing over there? In the gallbladder, it is going to contract, it is going to facilitate the contraction of gallbladder to release the bile. And in the case of pancreas, it is going to stimulate the pancreas to release, to secrete the pancreatic juices, to secrete the digestive juices into the duodenum. So this is the functioning of the hormone CCK-PZ. Now let's talk about another hormone, that is duocrinin. Duo word stands for duodenum. So that means it is released in duodenum and it is functioning itself also in the duodenum. What it is doing in duodenum? In the duodenum, it is going to stimulate the Brunner's glands. So you remember, these glands are present in the submucosa of the duodenum itself. This hormone is going to stimulate the Brunner's glands. That Brunner's glands, now you release the mucus as well as the ions and the enzyme into the intestinal juice. So for the actioning of Brunner's glands, we are having a hormone that is known as duocrinin. Now let's talk about another hormone, that is enterocrinin. So entero word here stands for the small intestine. This hormone is again, it is released from small intestine and it is going to target the small intestine itself. And what is it going to do over here? In the small intestine, it is going to stimulate the crypts of Luberzücken, right? That is the intestinal glands. It is going to stimulate the crypts of Luberzücken to release the particular enzyme again into the intestinal juice. So this was the functioning of enterocrinin. Enterocrinin is going to stimulate the release of juices from crypts of Luberzücken. Duocrinin is going to stimulate the release of juices from the Brunner's glands. Now, the next hormone is vasoactive intestinal peptide. It is also known as VIP. This hormone is released again from the small intestine and it is going to function on small intestine as well as stomach, on both. So VIP hormone, what is it going to do? It is going to dilate the blood vessels, the peripheral blood vessels of the gut. So it will help in dilation of the blood vessels for facilitating absorption. Along with this, it is going to inhibit the gastric acid secretion. So it also acts as an inhibitory again of gastric acid secretion. Then the next hormone is villikinin. This is sourced from small intestine and it is going to target also in the small intestine only. And what is this hormone going to do? It is going to accelerate the movement of villi. So from the name itself, we can come to know villicrinin. Villicrinin as in it is going to accelerate the movement of villi, which are going to help in the absorption process. Then there is this hormone known as somatostatin. Now this somatostatin hormone is released from many parts. It is released from the delta cells of iles of Langerhans of pancreas, as well as it is released from the argentophene cells of the gastric gland as well as the intestinal glands. From both these areas, this hormone is released. And where it is putting its target? It is putting its target on the pancreas. It is putting its target in the gastrointestinal tract as well. What it is going to do? It is going to inhibit. So somatostatin is an inhibitory hormone again. What it is going to do? It is going to inhibit the secretion of glucagon by the alpha cells as well as insulin by the beta cells of the pancreas. Right? So this is the function that it is going to perform for the pancreas. Whereas for the gastrointestinal tract, what it is going to do? It is going to inhibit the absorption of nutrients from the gastrointestinal tract. So it is going to inhibit absorption. Along with this, it is also going to stop the release of hormones from the digestive tract. So it is going to suppress the release of hormones as well as it is going to suppress absorption in the case of gastrointestinal tract. Similarly, in the case of pancreas, from the alpha cells as well as beta cells of the iles of Langerhans, it is going to inhibit the secretion of glucagon and insulin respectively. This is the somatostatin hormone. Now let's talk about the last hormone, that is pancreatic polypeptide hormone, also known as PP. This hormone is released from the pancreatic polypeptide cells. It is going to put its effect on pancreas. Here it is going to inhibit the release of pancreatic juice from the pancreas. So it is an inhibiting type of a hormone which will inhibit the release of juices, that is the enzymes from the pancreas. This is pancreatic polypeptide. So these were all the hormones which play a role in the digestive system, that is in the facilitation of digestion of our body. Thank you.